Hi, Sam Tolbert, Sound Joy Music Services, and we're back with another video. I want to put a disclaimer out there. Although you see gospel, jazz, and R&B on this page, I am a gospel musician who uses elements of jazz and the R&B feel to attach it to songs. So I want to give another video, not as long as the previous one I just did, but of the R&B feel that you get, especially when you have a keyboard that sort of gives you that environment. Now, the regular piano environment, of course, is what I'm 100% used to all the time. So when you think R&B, you're thinking of, well, what are those iconic songs, which I can't play, but I can borrow those chords. If I'm going to be in the C, that's the 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 6. But we got to change our sound. So we're going to go to the next voicing on our chord, which gives us the Mark EP piano Mark for R&B. Now it sounds like an R&B sound. Full and fat, but because the notes or the tones are so intermixed, it sounds kind of muddy down here. So you may have to release some notes. And again, all of these chords are found in the major scale, right in the major scale, right in the major scale. So let's add a little drum track. To the 2, I'm gonna turn on the 3 with this chord, back to the 6. Just hold the chords. And it's all about timing. When you hit that drum beat, turn, 7, 3, 6, 5, flat 4, 4, a sharp 4, 3, back to the 6, just changing our chords. Sharp 4, just going up the register. 7. All I'm doing is looking at where the bass notes are. Just those notes, just changing my bottom. that is the R&B feel that you can practice in the key of C. Now, what I try not to do is to limit you just to one key. Some people want everything in the key of C, and I'm like, well, what about the other 12 notes? Two, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, and then back to 2, 5, 1. And all this is just exercising the notes that are in these scales, the jazz feel and the R&B feel, which uses the number system. So if I were to go, let's change our sound to, and give us a different track, 2, 5, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1. I think I messed up on the E. Let me see, I should have been 2, 5, 1. That's right. Now the E major, 2, 5, 1, up to the key of F. Same pattern. 2, 5, 1, up to G flat. 2, 5, 1, G major. 2, 2, 5, 1, up to A flat. 2, 5, 1, up to A major. The 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1. Just listen for the sound. B flat. 2, 5, 1, up to B major. 2, 5, 1, and back to where we started. The 2, 5, and the 1. And all I'm doing is following the pattern, the different progressions, but I am morphing some of the chords that you would hear. Now, the R&B feel, you always want to see, you attach it to a song that's kind of slow and steady. But from a gospel standpoint, the R&B chords can really change the whole flavor of a song. See, we've been in every key. Let's take you to a key that we haven't. B flat. B flat is a great jazz key. Why? Because B flat has elements of the key of F in it. Same scale, except for one note. That's the only different note. That's the F major scale. The B flat major scale has that one note, which means you can borrow the chords. So let's see what track comes up. On track 3. Making it up as I go. Falling in my head. I'm making this up. G flat, A, B major, E flat, go backwards, and this is how much fun you can have once you have, get our drummer rest, once you have an understanding of the relationship scales have with chords. All of a sudden you can think in your head what you want to do, whatever key you happen to be in. Most musicians don't like to play in the key of G for some reason. If you can play in the key of C, then you're playing in the key of G, all the same notes except this one. So what you do in C, shift over muscle memory, the same muscle memory location. F is the same thing, the same notes except for this note, but the same range. So you can have, especially when you're doing contemporary songs that use, not contemporary songs, but traditional songs that you would hear in a normal service. Now, I don't have a preset for the actual 2/4 beats that I can jump to right now, but just always want to give some encouragement to the musicians. Don't lock yourself into one key. Go to all of them. If you can do this in G, go to A, go to E, go to G flat. Gotta get the hands. This is the hardest part, to land on these black notes, the black keys, respectively. If you learn the Trinky Clark song, It's in the Name of Jesus, you'll get your hands in this key. Actually, it's in E flat minor. And train both hands. Or if you like Stevie Wonder's I used to know those chords. But what happens is, once you've got a good working understanding of scales, there's no song that you will need for me to break down for you. And that's just a quick shed for our jazz and our R&B musicians. Sometimes you need to hear a little bit more than just a piano sound, just so you can hear all the different flavoring that you can put from the different tones. Let me see. Used to the big band sounds. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Don't get me singing. pentatonic scale. Sam Tobit Sound of Joy Music Services. Don't forget to